seeing the United States as our neighbor and seeing that's I think the biggest power in the world, right? There's certain people feel intimidated when U.S. folks go to Mexico. And it's typically, right? A guy from the U.S. is going to come. We need to slow down a little bit, right? So once that gets broken and people start better communicating from the Latin side to the U.S. side, I think things will start progressing faster. And you're working in a U.S. firm, right? And working in Mexico projects. Have you been exposed to that?
Of course I have. It's a challenge. Mexico is different. I'm lucky because, COVID came, and after COVID, we changed a lot of technology. We get to use more Teams and all that stuff. So we have been it's been a lot easier to integrate the Mexico team to the U.S. team. Like, there's people there's people on this team that have been working with me now for years, and they're already sort of integrated, and they see the both worlds. They can see one world and they can see the other world. On the design side, on the construction side, that's a whole different story.
It's a whole different story.
It's a little more challenging. The construction side is different. For example, I'll give you an example. Something that is a typical thing on U.S. versus Mexico, means and methods. When we go and build a data center in U.S., we rely a lot on the construction team. What is the means and method typically is done at the construction level, and they detail it. They know what they want to do because they're the one buying the materials, and they want to make sure that they can do it the most effective and most cost-effective solution based on what they can find in the area. It's very important to them. In the U.S., it's a thing. They really want to have control on means and method, because if you tell them what to do, they're not going to maybe find that particular part piece in the area, and they might not be able to do it on time or cost-effective. In Mexico, there is no such thing. Means and methods is done. They want all detail out so they can do exactly what he said. They do not want to have that control of the code.
Tell us exactly how to do it. We're going to do it just like that.
We'll do it just like that. This is what I want. Can you tell me exactly how to do it?
We want the overall intent. So, what are you trying to accomplish? Okay, we'll make it.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
No, down there. They want it. They want to know the details.
So that's what you encounter, going back and forth.
And the most, I think one of the things that we need to get better at, and we need to get better at, is to be able to say we don't know, right? People are thirsty for projects, right? In the States, you find projects everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere, right? But in Mexico, you don't. So they go in means and methods. Yeah, we know about it. And no, they don't, right?
We just know that you're going to give us the next direction.
Of course. If not, I can find somebody that knows, right? And, generally they think they can get it done. But here's the difference. When you're working on a 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt project, you can lift the rug and start, putting things below the rug. When you're starting on a 10, 15, 20, 30 megawatt facility, those things don't pass, right? Those are big problems.